After making the first ascent of the whopping 130-metre single-pitch Nordic marathon a few weeks ago, Stam Lord Seb Bouin has made the third ascent of Adam Ondra's 9B+ change. The route can be divided into two pitches, which when combined make up the 9B+. Seb climbed the first pitch 2 weeks ago, and then climbed the second pitch just 5 days ago, hoping that within the last few days of his trip he'd be able to link them together. For the first 2 days, he had really unlucky conditions with high humidity and wet holds, and all that coupled with an immense all-body level of fatigue from what has ultimately amounted to a monumental month of climbing for him. On day 3, conditions were exceptional, and Seb had this to say about the route. "I still felt really tired from my attempt on the previous day and didn't sleep well during the night. I wasn't planning to climb. I wanted to wait until I felt ready. I went back up to the cave to check out conditions and belay my girlfriend on her route. The conditions were exceptional. I was torn in my mind. Should I try it and take advantage of the conditions, or should I wait until I knew I was fully recovered? I decided to try the route. I was literally flowing through the holds due to the good conditions. It was so much different than the day before. I am happy to say that I made no mistakes and felt the belief that I could make it to the end, and I did. I'm not usually a last day, last try kind of guy, but this time it happened." Seb opted to use a knee pad much like the route's second ascensionist, Stefano Ghisolfi. Whilst Ondra didn't use knee pads on the first ascent, this was way back in 2012 when knee pad usage was much less common than it is nowadays. And it's also worth noting that when he did come around to making the first ascent of Silence, world's first 9C, he did adopt knee pads, and knee pads are very much the norm in the Flatanger cave now as a result of this. Back when we reported Seb's first ascent of DNA, his 9C in the Verdon Gorge, one of the questions that was raised was how qualified he was to comment. And I think anyone questioning how qualified he is should take a look at his tick list for Flatanger this summer, because it's totally outrageous. Stam Lord. And in other news, Anna Taylor is back out on the bike again, this time trying to tick all of the routes within Steve Broadbent's Mountain Rock guidebook. The book features 100 routes between moderate and VS, from Scotland through to the lakes and into North Wales. Anna plans to cycle, run, walk, climb and crawl the 1,000-mile distance between these over the rest of the summer. Conditions so far haven't looked great, but there is a weather window, high pressure coming up, so we wish Anna the best. And you can keep track of her progress through both UKC and on her social media page. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more climbing news every week.